What's going on, people, and welcome to my match recap and player ratings for yesterday's game. Manchester United 3, Sherifffc 0. I think we were very comfortable all through the game. I don't remember any chances really that Sheriff had. I think they put in one dangerous cross that narrowly missed ahead of one of their players. Other than that, De Gea wasn't tested. I thought Ronaldo looked sharp. He got his goal. Maybe could have scored a couple more, or at least one more than he got, but I thought he looked good, considering the stuff of him walking out the other week and all that. I think it was a good comeback, a good response. I thought the team looked positive. There was a few players that I thought were above average, or most of the team, to be honest, which I always love when that happens, because I think it happens far too much where they're at an average or below. And I know it's Sherifffc, but we still have to turn up and beat who's in front of us. And I think last night we did a terrific job of that. And I think it bodes well going into the West Ham game on Sunday that we've got confidence with the 3 points, albeit in a different competition against a team that aren't West Ham. And the West Ham game will be very much more difficult. I think it's still good to go into that game off of 3 points. So delighted with the result, 3-0, but a goal for Dalot as well. Doesn't really get a lot of goals. A header from a corner. Delighted to see him get on the score sheet. Yeah, I think we look very comfortable, as I said, both halves. I think Ten Hag got his substitutions pretty much spot on. I think the tactics were spot on. We were comfortable. We played forward-thinking football for most of the match, I think. So I still think we could be more clinical than we are. It could have been by more than 3 goals. But that will come with time, I think. So, and also, Garnacho got a start in place, which I've been begging for a while. And it was good to see him play. I thought he started well. I think he did drift off as the game went on. But we'll get into that in a second, the player ratings. But I think as a youngster coming into the team, it doesn't really matter who the opposition is, because it's still a lot of pressure at a club like that for such a young lad, and I think he did well. Player ratings, David De Gea, I'd give him an average because he didn't have a lot to do. So average for De Gea, very quiet evening for him. Dalot obviously got his goal. He got forward a lot. A few rash shots here and there as well, but I thought he was more positive than he has been for a while. And obviously he got a goal that he rarely gets. So I thought he took his goal well as well. So Dalot was 6. Lindelof, I'll give him a 6. I thought he did very well. He put a ball over the top at one point that could have been a goal. Can't remember who it was for now, but we know that Lindelof is capable of them balls over the top and getting an assist. And for me, with Varane now out, it would be Lindelof and Martinez as the partnership for me. I know Maguire came on, and I expect Maguire and Martinez to be the partnership against West Ham. But I would stick with Lindelof and have Lindelof and Martinez. But I thought Lindelof was really good last night. Played on the left side of the centre. Well, played both centre-back positions yesterday. Started as the right centre-back. Maguire come on for Martinez, and Maguire went to the centre-back position on the right, and Lindelof went to the left. So he played both positions last night and looked comfortable in both. I thought he had a very good game. Lindelof 6. Martinez, average. I don't think he had a lot to deal with, and I don't think he was as involved as Lindelof was. So average for Martinez, and I'm glad that he got rested for a bit going into the West Ham game. Malacia, I thought, was one of his better performances since he's gone out of the team. Started this one, and I think he justified possibly starting against West Ham because I think he was pretty good. But I like this competitiveness between Shaw and Malacia. I think it's going to bring the best out of both of them. I think Malacia had a good game. 6. Casemiro again, just mwah, mwah. I think he was really good. Dictated play, controlled the tempo of the game, tidied up any messy bits that could have started off attacks and looked dangerous, and I thought he was solid. Positive, forward passes as well. Yeah, loved it. Taking the ball off the centre-backs at times, loved it. Casemiro, 7. Eriksen also, I thought it was one of his better performances. If you can hear that, by the way, that's my dog. Really taking the piss right now. He knows I'm filming, so he's trying to be noisy. Eriksen, one of his better performances since joining United, I believe. Got an assist for the corner, for the Dalot goal. And could have had a few more assists had players been a little bit more clinical and stuff. I thought he was very good. 7 for Eriksen, one of his better performances. Anthony, 4. He did that pirouette on the ball and then give the ball away after it. I don't mind skill, I don't mind showboating, but when you then follow it up with a pass that don't even get to the man it's supposed to, you look like an idiot, and that's what happened. Got substituted, and I think it was the right decision. I don't think he was impactful in the game. I thought he was below average, and that sort of stuff don't help if you're going to follow it up with an embarrassing pass like he did. So, will you stop? Will you stop? I'm trying to do a video here. Come on. Ronaldo, obviously he got his goal. I thought he did look quite sharp, but I'd give him... He's having a laugh. Ronaldo, I'd give him a 5. He did get his goal. He looked lively, but I think he should have scored more than he did. He got his goal. Casper, will you stop? He got his goal, but I think he could have had at least 2. So I'd give him an average, but not terrible. Ronaldo, 5. Garnacho, as I said, a young lad coming into the team. I've been waiting for him to get his start for a while, and I think he beat his man a few times. Looked lively to start off. He started well, but I think as the game went on, he drifted in and out, and he became quieter and quieter. But I think it was a good performance overall. But I'd give him an average overall, as it died off throughout the game. 5 for Garnacho. And then the substitutions, we had Luke Shaw, Maguire, McTominay, Rashford and Donny. It was good to see Donny get on. He tried to make things happen, didn't really get a lot of service though. He was in a more advanced attacking position than we've seen from him. So I'd give him an average of a 5 for Donny. Rashford, 6. I liked his goal. I thought he took his goal well with a header. I think he's been looking lively, so a 6 for Rashford. McTominay, an average of a 5. And Maguire, a 5 as well. And Shaw, a 6. I thought he'd come on, tried to be positive and attacking and put quite a few crosses in. But yeah, I don't think it was terrible. Quite positive. I'd give Shaw a 6. And as I said, the rest of them, other than Rashford, would get an average. Ten Hag as well, I'd give him a 6. I thought he got his lineup right. I thought he got his subs right. And the performance was 3-0. Clean sheet. Could have been more goals. Decent performance. Solid performance. 6 for Ten Hag. As for my man of the match, it would be between Casemiro and Eriksen for me. Eriksen played all of the game. Casemiro did get substituted. I'd give my man of the match to Eriksen. One of the better performances I've seen him have since he's joined the club. So my man of the match would be Eriksen. Before I go, 2,000 subscribers by the 1st of December. I can only do it with your help. So make sure you're notified, the notifications are on, and you're subscribed. Share it to your friends if you haven't already. And come and join me on the road to 2,000. Appreciate everyone voting in the community tab at the moment as well. If you haven't already, go over to the community tab and get voting for the next top 10. And I'll see you soon.